Hello, my friend. Yeah, let's get today going about body image, specifically negative self-image. I have been a therapist for 16 years. I've counseled many a person who did not like their body. And I've gone through some periods in my life where I didn't like this sexy container you're checking out right now. So we're going to do a short little video together about our bodies. Alright, so this is going to be a little revealing. I got pants on, just relax. But, okay, so let's look at something. I have this collarbone issue. You can see that bump coming out of my neck region. That was from a fracture when I was probably in 3rd or 4th grade. I was on the floor in my mom's arms. I was sick with the flu and I vomited so hard I broke my collarbone and it never healed up properly. The bows in my arm, not like Bose speakers, but the bow in my arm is from years and years of the muscle being stronger than the bones and bending them. We've got funny things going on with my wrist popping out like that. We've got multiple things going on with let's show you my legs. And this isn't so, oh, you can feel sorry for Sean. No, this is all gonna come full circle here. And we got a permanent 90-degree bend. And then we have, of course, the sternum, the chest bone that protrudes out of my chest. Now, you might be wondering, Sean, why are you showing us all of these things? Well, it goes on and on and on. There's things in my back. If you saw my spine is curved. And I have plenty of things. Oh, let's look at my teeth, right? The teeth are all interesting angles, and you might say, Sean, why don't you get all that fixed? Well, first of all, my bones are so brittle that you can't really fix it. You can't set a broken bone with my body. If you tried to fully fix these teeth, they would have problems because they have very shallow roots, and all of the reasons. It's not like I just didn't think of that. It's just, it wasn't worth the impact on my body, and some of the times, some of the things couldn't even be fixed. But the reason why I'm talking to you today about body image is because you need to make friends with your body. Do you hear that? You need to make friends with your body. This is the container I was given. Okay? This body, this is the container I was given. And I could either feel sorry for myself and be like, oh, it's so sucky. Like, alright, so what can we do with this? What can we do with this body? And there's a lot that I can do with this body. First of all, I can get up on stage and speak with it. I can write books with it. I can go on television shows with it. I can make Facebook videos with it. I can hang out with friends with it. There's far more that you can do with your body than you're giving yourself credit for. But because you probably don't, because you don't like the way it looks sometimes, you're like, oh, there's extra fat on it, or I don't like the fact that I have carpal tunnel, or I've got scoliosis, or I have vision problems, or I have hearing problems, or I have high cholesterol. I mean, you have all this list of things that you're not happy with. And then when you review that list of what you're not happy with, you're miserable, aren't you? And I can't tell you the number of bellyachers I've met on this planet that were not happy with their bodies. And I'm not saying that you've got an easy body. I'm not saying that you don't have pain. I'm not saying that it's been effortless living in your body. I have no idea what it's like living in your body. But I can tell you, in my body, it's not been easy. But I've had fun with it. When will the human race, hopefully now, when will the human race get through their thick skull that you don't get to determine every little aspect of your life? You just don't. You don't get to decide every moment. You can't control everything. I think you can only control two things. You can control what you make something mean, how you interpret something, and then how you respond. If you interpret that your body is a curse, and then you interpret that it's not fair, and you interpret that somebody else got a better body than you, and look at him and look at her, and I'm not tall enough, and I'm not thin enough, and I'm not this, that, the other, if you spend your life in that space, you'll be freaking miserable. Get out of it. There's so much that you can be bringing to the human race. There's so much good that I can learn from you. There's so much talent that you have to share with us. There's so much compassion and love. But you have to make friends with your body. You have to get it through your head that you don't get to determine every aspect of life. You only get to determine what you make something mean and what you do with it. This body of mine, it means that I have a lifetime to learn about how to love life amidst a very unique package. And if I can translate that into the human race, then I lived out its purpose. And you're not going to be able to forget me. You're not going to be able to forget the pretzel-looking arm, the bony chest bone, the knot that's coming out of my collarbone area. You're not going to be able to forget that. And so that makes it memorable. And that's a whole different interpretation than, oh, I'm ugly, I'm deformed, I'm weird looking. Stop it. You are amazing. I know that some days you don't believe me. Some days I don't believe myself that I'm amazing. But that's just because in those moments we're choosing to be miserable. Life is a choice. Choose today to love your body. I love you. Have a great day. See you later.